Today we have discussed about the NMR. First of all, we want to say what is the NMR. NMR is nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. It is widely used in widely used in the medicines, pharmaceutical chemistry, organic chemistry, and somewhere in the diagnosis of drugs and etc. So first of all, we have to discuss the presentation outline. The introduction, fundamental principles and theory, instrumentation, solvent used in NMR, chemical shift, factor affecting chemical shift, interpretation of problems, NMR spectra, proton chemical shift, spin-spin coupling, coupling constant, 2D NMR, NOE, NOESY, noisy, cozy, and its application. So first of all, we will discuss about the introduction. So what we can say about the introduction? Nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy technique, which is used on the absorption of electromagnetic radiation in the radio frequency region from 4 to 900 megahertz by nuclei of the atom. So, proton nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy is one of the most powerful tools for elucidating the number of hydrogen or proton in the compound. It is used to study a wide variety of nuclei like as proton 9F19, 6E13, 15, 7 and 15, 9F19 and 15P31. Then after we will discuss about the theory of the NMR. So we can say spin quantum number that is represented by the I is related to the mass number of the nuclei. Here the 4 value of I is used. If the I is in half integer, then we can say the atomic mass is odd, atom number is odd, then the NMR active signals is 1 by 2. Proton is 1 by 2. Half integer, the if odd, atomic mass, even atomic number, then the example is 6C13. The value of the I is here also 1 by 2. Then if the integer, if the atomic mass is even, atomic number is odd, then the integer's value, that is I, is 1, H2. If the atomic mass is even, atomic number is even, then we can say the value of the I is 0, not NMR active. Means in this, if the value of I, it means spin quantum number is 0, then we can say no NMR signal is available and it will not presented anytime. If an external magnetic field is applied, the number of the possible orientation calculated, that is 2I plus 1. It means the hydrogen has a spin quantum number, that is I is equal to 1 by 2, and the possible orientation is plus 2, that is plus half and minus half. 1 by 2 plus 1. Otherwise we can say that is 2 plus half and minus half. And it can be explained by the diagram, you can clearly understand. Then after we will discuss the principle of NMR. The theory behind NMR comes from the spin of the nuclei and it generates a magnetic field. Without an external applied magnetic field, the nuclear spins are random in directions. But when an external magnetic field B naught is present, the nuclei align themselves either with or against the field of external magnet. If an external magnetic field is applied, an energy transfer delta E is possible between the ground state to excited state. When the spin returns to its ground state level, the absorbed radio frequency energy is emitted at the same frequency level. The emitted radio frequency signal that give the NMR spectrum of the concerned nuclei, as we can see by the diagram. The value of B naught, that is plus half, or alpha minus half, or beta, that is spin energy states. Further, we can say the emitted radio frequency is directly proportional to the strength of the applied field. So we can say V is equal to gamma B naught upon 2I, where B naught is equal to external magnetic field experienced by proton, and gamma is the magnetotropic ratio. What is this magnetotropic ratio? It is the ratio between the nuclear magnetic moment and the angular moment. Here you can see the NMR spectrum. NMR spectrum is found intensity versus frequency. Down in by the diagram you can understand downfield and upfield. The NMR spectrum is a plot of intensity of NMR signals versus magnetic field. It is called frequency, as you understand, in reference to the TMS. Uh, TMS is a solvent which is used in NMR process. Now, we will discuss the important part of the spectrum, that is instrumentation. As we know, instrumentation, what is instrumentation? Instrumentation is a technique by that we can understand how it works and how can we use it and find its signals. So it is constituted by the following parts: sample holder, permanent magnet, magnetic field coils, sweep generator, radio frequency transmitter, radio frequency receiver, and read out system. All of you can understand by the following diagram. Radio frequency transmitter, then after first of all sample holder. In the sample holder we have put the sample of which we can receive the NMR spectrum. And in the sample holder, it is a glass tube having the diameter 8.5 centimeter long and 0.3 centimeter in diameter, having the capacity 8.5 centimeter long and 0.3 centimeter in diameter. Permanent magnet. It provides homogeneous magnetic field between 60 to 100 megahertz. Third one, magnetic coil. This coil induce magnetic field when current flow through them. The next one is sweep generator. What is this? It is the part of the NMR. It produces the equal amount of magnetic field passed through the sample. It means no disturbance is created between the NMR process. Further, we will discuss in the next video. Okay, bye.